So, everybody keeps asking me, what do I mean? What do I mean? Okay. If you ever wind up yourself in court one day, police operate under admiralty maritime law. And people seem not to believe me when I keep telling people for many years what the BAR stands for, British American Rights Association. Now, everybody tells me, oh no, you're full of it, you're full of it, you're full of it. So, a guy with a criminal law PhD confirmed what I was saying. The fact that when you go into court, there's two laws being played here. On the side of the bench, it's common law, which we are adhered to. The other side is admiralty maritime law, which is treason when tried on the living soul of human creator, such as the men and female, born with unalienable rights. Now, you ask yourself, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? The fact is when you go into court, or let me back that up. The fact is, there's two things that go on in the streets. You got traffic and criminal. Police are to pull over are criminal police. They're not traffic police. Traffic, held by the United States Supreme Court, is civil. They're not civil police. So when you get your tickets or whatever and you go into court, you go and see a criminal judge. They cannot see a civil case. That is the fraud and deception. The United States Supreme Court has said in many, many cases, people currently coercively give up their rights for what they appear to be law. Now, back to what I mean about the bar. Okay? British American Rights Association. Now, this was confirmed by a guy with a PhD. Now, I went into court one day and I tried to represent somebody. Judge wrote, well, you can't represent somebody unless you got a license. No, you're wrong. Because as per the United States Supreme Court, the practice of law cannot be licensed by any state, Schwer versus Board of Examiners. The practice of law is an occupation of common right. Stems versus Ahern's 271. A certificate from the Supreme Court only authorized to practice in law in courts as a member of a state judicial branch of government can only represent wards of court, infants, persons of unsound mind. See Corpus Juris Sectum, Volume 7, Section 4. Certificate is not a license to practice law as an occupation, nor to do business as a law firm. The state bar card is not a license. It is the union's due card. The bar is a professional association, like an actors union, painters union, etc. No other association, even doctors, issue their own license, as they are all issued by the state. It is a non-government private association. Now you guys might ask yourself, what do you mean if you know what you know? Okay, well, here we go. The state bar is an unconstitutional monopoly of an illegal and criminal enterprise. Violates Article 2, Section 1, Separation of Powers Clause of the Constitution. There is no power or authority for joining of legislative, judicial, executive within a state as a bar is attempting. Bar members have invaded all branches of government and are attempting to control de jure government as agents of a foreign entity. Hence what I said, British American rights. It is quite simple to see that a great fraud and conspiracy has been perpetrated on the people of America. The American Bar is an offshoot from the London's Guild Award, hence again, British American Rights Association, and was established by the people with enslaved monopolistic goals in mind. In 1909, they were incorporated this traitorous group in the state of Illinois and had a state legislature which was under the control of lawyers, passed an unconstitutional law that only members of this powerful union of lawyers called the ABA can practice law and hold all the key positions in law enforcement and the making of laws. At that time, Illinois became an outlaw state and for all practical purposes the second and then succeeded from the United States of America. The Bar Association then sent organizers to all the other states and explained to the lawyers that how much more profitable and secure it would be for them as lawyers to join the union and become protected by its bylaws and canons. They issued to the lawyers in each state and charter from the Illinois organization. California joined in 1927, and a few reluctant states and their lawyers waited until 1930 to join when the Treasonous Act became de facto and the citizens became captives. Under the system, the lawyers could guarantee prejudged decisions for the privileged class against the lower class. That's what I mean. If someone is on YouTube and they're gonna sit there and talk law or talk, well, you're a violation of rights, you're da 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 da, police are this, police are that. People, What I just read to you is from William Sessions II, a PhD in criminal law. Not only that, you always got to remember there's two laws being played in court. Admiralty Maritime Law, which under the Circuit Act of 1666 is a violation of your human unalienable rights. Know your real law. Everybody on here showing you, well, cops can't do this. Yeah, you do have the right to travel. You do. Murdoch versus Pennsylvania. No state can convert a liberty or a privilege or liberty or a right into a privilege and charge a fee thereof. That's Murdoch versus Pennsylvania. Cruden versus Neal. Every man is independent of all laws except those prescribed by nature. He's not bound by any institutions formed by his fellow man, which all courts are formed by men. Hence why when you step into court, you don't see founded, because courts aren't founded, they're established. It is a corporate monopoly. Know your stuff, guys. Much love. Spread the word. Know your stuff.